Hello, and welcome to this video. Are you working with data in R and struggling to manage your data tables? Maybe you have multiple data frames that you want to analyze together or perform similar operations on. In this video, we'll explore how to put data tables into a list in R, making it easier to work with multiple datasets at once. Working with lists of data frames is an essential skill for any R user, especially when dealing with large datasets or complex analyses. By putting your data tables into a list, you can simplify your workflow, reduce errors, and make your code more efficient. In this video, we'll cover the basics of creating and working with lists of data frames in R. So, how do we put data tables into a list? In R, the answer lies in using the list function. This function allows you to create a new list containing multiple objects, including data frames. Let's start by creating some sample data frames. We'll create 3 simple data frames, each with 2 columns and 5 rows of data. Now that we have our data frames created, let's put them into a list using the list function. The syntax is straightforward. You simply pass the objects you want to include in the list as arguments to the list function. For example, if we want to create a list containing our 3 data frames, we can use the following code: myList, list, df1, df2, df3. This creates a new list called myList that contains all 3 of our data frames. We can verify this by using the stro function to examine the structure of our list. Now that we have our data frames in a list, how do we work with them? One common task is to perform an operation on each data frame in the list. This is where the lapply function comes in handy. The lapply function applies a given function to each element of a list and returns the results as a new list. For example, let's say we want to calculate the mean of each column in our data frames. We can use the following code: means lapply myList colmins. This applies the colmins function to each data frame in our list and returns the results as a new list called means. So what are the from this video? First, we learned how to create a list of data frames using the list function. Second, we saw how to work with lists of data frames using the lapply function. Finally, we learned how to perform operations on each element of a list and return the results as a new list. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you now have a better understanding of how to put data tables into a list in R. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more R tutorials and tips. If you want to practice working with lists of data frames, try creating your own sample data frames and experimenting with different operations using the lapply function. Happy coding!